New York City is facing a serious fiscal crisis. There is a massive fiscal deficit in our city's budget to the tune of at least $12 billion. We did not arrive at this place by accident. This crisis has a name and a chief architect. In the words of the Jackson Five, it's as easy as ABC. This is the Adams budget crisis.
It's sadly been hidden from them for far too long, which is that the prior mayoral administration has left us with a $12 billion fiscal deficit. And this is at a scale that's actually greater than what we saw here in New York City during the Great Recession. And it's something that is attributable to gross fiscal mismanagement, to a refusal to actually budget honestly and be direct with New Yorkers. And that's what we're going to actually do today.
Okay, so the big question is, assuming that that is the hole, how do you fix the hole?
Well, I think the first way is you actually be honest about it. And the reason that that's important is what we saw in the last year from the mayoral administration was there was a recognition about the scale of this crisis, but instead of actually being direct with New Yorkers, it was trying to shift those costs out of view. We had cash assistance, for example, where we were budgeting only for about 50% of its cost on the books, keeping about 50% of its cost off the books. The second thing is about actually making the case for how we fix structural imbalances in this city. We're talking about a $12 billion deficit that is a result of not just the fiscal mismanagement, but also the decades-long effort of then-Governor Cuomo to shift costs from the state to the city. So we need to change our relationship to the state. We also need to change our relationship to the wealthiest residents and most profitable corporations here in New York City.
Interesting. You didn't mention any of that when you were running. You were just telling us that everything was going to be free. Did you have nobody looking at the books trying to figure out how that might work for you? You know, it's interesting. New York City also, which has some of the highest taxes. If you live in New York City and you're a producer, you're paying New York state tax, you're paying New York City tax, you probably are paying all sorts of payroll taxes and everything else. You are taxed to the nth degree, I assume probably higher than anywhere else but Cali, but maybe New York City is even higher than that. So is the issue that New York City doesn't have enough income, that the city itself doesn't take enough from the people, or could it be that it's a giant slush fund, that you people spend too much, that there is incredible fraud, as we are finding out in Minnesota and LA, that everything, you guys never have enough money because nothing you do is effective. You have no competition when you do anything. So everything you do is designed to max the amount you take from the people and give to your buddies.